Alright, we're back for the evening show. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are just tuning in, we had a morning show. We had two pissed off Ukrainians that were calling in. They're not happy with what's happening. Let's start out with some updates. So McDonald's announced that they were closing in Russia. Right now, as we can see, Russians waiting in a massive queues for after McDonald's announced the closure. Let's take a look at this. That's in Moscow too. There's a lot of comments. Let's go through some of the comments. Hopefully they're good. Hey, and since this is the evening show, obviously the airlines are open, so don't be shy. Don't be scared to call in. If you have something to say or anything, call in. If this doesn't get the Russian population revolting, nothing will. This is about the queue. Let me see. In a weird way, this is the kind of action that will hopefully get the population questioning exactly what is going on their government narrative. When you have all normalities of everyday life turned off, you got to start asking deeper questions eventually. Looks like the no-fry zone. This guy fucking hate that. It's so lame. Somebody gave him a fucking... He got 3 gold awards for that. He got 1 crab rave. He got 3 wholesome awards. And he got 2 silver awards for the no-fry zone. That's ridiculous. 1,100 upvotes too. You know what? Fuck that. Let me go down. I'm gonna fucking give him... Ooh, shit, I just passed that. Just missed it. Don't sit down that rat bastard. I don't like that. Oh, got a subscriber. Thank you so much. Got a new guy. Okay. Let's sort through controversial. See if we can find anything good in here. Listen, you ever want to watch something good, go through controversial, get the juicies, you know what I mean? Animals. Ukrainians are dying at the borders and their only problem is closing of IKEA and McDonald's. Maybe nukes would cleanse the world. Dude, what the fuck? You know what it is with a lot of these people that post so pathetic. The only reason you go to McDonald's is because you have a massive hangover. Might be some clue to why the Russian people seem so easy to manipulate. No, it is with a lot. Another person, I went to Kiev because they have the ordering screens and you can change it into English. Was also hungover, so you might have something to do. You know, it is with a lot of the people in the controversial. I notice. I think that they're like angry, very angry people. I don't know, just like pissed off. They use this as an excuse to be scumbags. Dude, these people want to get McDonald's. A lot of them, the problem is, like I said, look at the queue, it's horrible. If you watch, Russian state TV, especially the older people, they don't know what's going on there. I'm not saying you can blame them for it. The younger people, the ones with the computer, with the phones and everything, they have access. They can actually go off of the state, so, it's not that bad. Let's look at some... fuck it, let's go more controversial. Let's see. Let's find the angry animals. Real people are starving. Everyone is making jokes. We need to be better. Already seeing upvoted racist comments. Some of y'all are brainwashed too. Who does this hurt though? The people are still paying the employees. Oh yeah, that's a big thing that we got to realize too, that McDonald's, even though McDonald's closed, they said that they're still going to pay all of the workers there, which is really good, because, you want to hurt the fucking government, but you don't want to hurt the people, so in a way, you got to respect that. But they were also saying that I think Burger King and all the other joints, it's going to be harder for those to close if they want to, as opposed to like McDonald's, because McDonald's owns a lot of their own McDonald's. As opposed to like a Burger King, it's owned by like other, I guess like some are like independently owned in Russia and whatnot. Let's go back to the top comments. I'm loving it. Oh god, got a chuckle out of me. I got off about that. There we go. 2.5 was a good one. Let's see, what the hell did this guy get? He got 2 golds, handshake, helpful, wholesome award, silver. That's a good one. McDonald's aren't pulling out, they're just doing a special sauce operation. The hell is it? These people, some of them are pretty good. I bet all those cars are full of cash so they can buy 1 large fry. Brutal. Are we the baddies? Yes, you are the baddies. Looks like the no fry zone. Yeah, that one got a crab brave. That's a rare one. Okay, whatever. I'm done with this. Let's go back. So let's see. So we're waiting. Russia suspended all the sales of foreign currency until whatever. I don't know why it's making me laugh, but I mean, it's fucked up. But hopefully the farmer that's taking it, it's a Ukrainian farmer and he can sell it or something. Ukrainian farmer army seriously increasing in world rankings. Let's look at controversial. Somebody's gonna be pissed. There's always angry, pissed off people. Nope, what the hell? That's controversial. What's that controversial? Weird. Let's see, the looters better not try and rob his neighborhood or they're gonna get much worse than being stuck to a pole in winter. Right. Moving on. Oh, this is cool. So look, one of the world's best snipers has arrived to Ukraine. Dude, I was saying about this. They got all of those buildings over there. It would be perfect for snipers, even though the Russians are bombing them. But dude, the French-Canadian Wally from the Royal Canadian 22nd Regiment made his reputation during the tours in Afghanistan, Syria, and Iraq. So this guy ain't no rookie, you know what I mean? This guy got a lot of kills probably. He fought in the same Canadian unit as the sniper with the world's longest kill, 3.5 kilometers. So he already gets an automatic boost just from being with that guy. There he is. French Canadian. Probably fucking stomachs full of poutine. Not to be confused with fucking Putin. You guys heard about that? It was the crazy Putin. They had to apologize. Restaurants had to freaking apologize about it. If nobody knows about it, poutine. It's like a dish in Quebec region over there. It's French fries, cheese curds with brown gravy, and they called it poutine. So let me see if I can find it. Restaurants had to apologize to people and explain to them, because people are like, dude, take poutine off. How dare you have poutine on your menu? Because it's, you know, they think it's somehow, oh god, it's fucking behind a paywall. Let me go to Washington Post. That one's gonna be behind a paywall too. What am I even doing? People are conflating fries and gravy with the Russian president. Yeah, this is poutine right here. It's really good too. I had it in Montreal. Me and my wife, we loved it. Everybody was happy. It was like the best thing we had over there. Okay, so let's see if that's it. I can't read French, but that's basically what that's the translation that they're saying. This is not anything to do with Putin. Please don't hurt us. Yeah. Okay, so we got a sniper coming in. It's pretty cool. Let's go back to Twitter. I always use Twitter. Twitter's good to find what's happening too in the world. There we go. Let's see if we can find anything good. Oh, this was horrible. So the Ukrainian soldiers, I guess they're in a band too or something. I don't know, but they're playing "Don't Worry, Be Happy" in front of an opera house in Odessa, which hasn't been attacked yet. But it's bittersweet because you can imagine what's coming. If, I mean, hopefully nothing bad happens, but a little creepy. Beautiful playing though. Alright, let's go back to Reddit for a second. International volunteers are standing with Ukrainians as they fight Russian invasion, whether by helping in the medical field or battlefield. Let's see.
Red Cross area.
I'm fighting for democracy.
Dude, who the fuck? Let's see. These guys are heroes.
I'm fighting for democracy. Democracy is precious. One man shouldn't decide that another country shouldn't have it.
Get out of the train station, go to a safe zone, like Red Cross area, and the square next to it, and then I'll go there and volunteer and do some first aid.
I was over in Iraq there for a few months and flew home, saw my missing kids, hadn't seen them for a while. Basically said, yeah, I'm going to Ukraine. Feel a bit sorry for them, to be fair. I know they were pretty upset. People need me here.
From Southern California, I'm joining the International Foreign Legion of Defense of Ukraine. I'm here to protect as many people as possible, offer combat support and combat life-saving support on the front lines.
Professionally, I'm a builder. When I was in Mariupol, I drove an ambulance and I provide support for medics.
And basically we're here because of the war crimes that are being committed, and that's when it gets sickening.
I think you've got to be honest with yourself. Help is needed. Anything from stretcher bearers, admin, runners. But if you're out here as a war tourist, it's not the place for you.
Glory Ukraine.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. These guys are fucking heroes. Can you imagine going to fight for another country? It's great. I mean, it's pretty intense. Much appreciated. Heroes. Alright. Let's what can you say that's negative? I don't know, but let's sort through controversial. Let's get at it. What's the vetting process for volunteers? Did you get to stay afterwards? You gotta think Ukraine would be wary of nuts coming over who just want to kill people. As long as those people are Russian invaders, I doubt that they care. Yeah, I mean, dude, I guess they can, but a lot of these guys, they seem like they want to fight. I'm sure there's gonna be some maniacs, you know what I mean? Just like there's maniacs in every area of life. This is pretty dead. Let's get the hell out of here. I mean, this guy he looks fucking crazy. A little. He has like a crazy look in his eye. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure he means well. Just pulling off. What the fuck is this? Massive protest. Oh, okay, Coca-Cola finally and Pepsi, they suspend their business in Russia. They were getting a lot of heat for it. So I wonder what's going on. I guess they finally caved in. Did it. I hope Putin doesn't like McDonald's, fries, and Coke. He's going to have to cross the borders to be able to taste them again. That's if he doesn't shoot himself in the head in some bunker first. Upvote. Or gets assassinated. Upvote. Yeah, it was funny actually when the first McDonald's opened. Let me see if I can pull that up. When the first McDonald's opened in Russia, it was really funny because of the stuff they were saying. I don't want to spoil it. Where's that first one? Oh, is this it? I believe so. Let's see.
Сегодня мы открываем первый в Москве ресторан фирмы
Now we're just
Today
opening.
we're opening
Oh,
the first McDonald's in Moscow.
I'm just gonna translate it. But,
Компания «Макдональдс» широко известна во всем мире.
McDonald's is world famous.
Эта компания разработала технологию быстрого обслуживания в общественном питании.
This company is known around the world for its prompt service food service.
Надеемся на то, что он завоюет популярность у москвичей.
We hope that the citizens...
come on. Gotta get to the action. People talking about it.
I take Big Mac, cheeseburger, and cola, and I pay for 7 ruble. I think it's nice for me. Yeah, I already eat. It's very nice. I like. Very good quality. Very nice.
There we go. Sorry, this was the real one.
Well, it's been 14 years in the making, and
still
today,
good.
finally, McDonald's threw open the doors to its first restaurant in Moscow.
In this new time of troubles, on the square that bears his name and statue, Pushkin now contemplates McDonald's. And the question is, was this the feast he wrote about? They opened what may be the world's largest hamburger stand this morning, and Pushkin's descendants crowded in. Their verdict on the feast was mixed. I don't like it at all, he says. It's not Russian.
It's very beautiful, but I expected more, I think.
This woman doesn't know what she just ate, but she says it was unusual and delicious.
Потому что мы все голодные, можно сказать. У нас же ничего в магазинах нет.
We're all hungry in this city, she says. We need more of these places. There's nothing in our stores or restaurants. If you're McDonald's with a restaurant that can serve up to 15,000 meals a day, how do you ensure that you don't run out of food, like everyone else? The answer lies in a Moscow suburb, a complete food processing plant, part of McDonald's $50 million investment here, where 14... Some unhappy Muscovites are publicly protesting. 7 or 8 rubles for lunch, he says. They're ripping us off. But those inside are still trying to digest the service. I spilt my milkshake, he says, and I thought they'd bawl me out. Instead, they gave me another one. All of the staff have been taught to smile relentlessly, all the time.
I smile to anybody and they say, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? I wonder what has happened. Why do you smile? They think that I'm laughing at them.
And so, on this day when cameras jostled and public relations triumphed, the head of McDonald's Canada, the prime...
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I have a funny story with that, with the smiling. Yeah, it's so unusual over there. Remember when my uncle came to America the first time, took him out to a restaurant, we were sitting there, we were eating, and the waiter came up, and the waiter was asking us, he's like, oh, hey, what do you guys want? You guys, is everything okay? You know, the waiter was being super friendly and smiling. And then when he walked away, my uncle leans in, he's like, yo, I got a question, I gotta ask you something. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, sure, anything. He's like, dude, is that guy, like, slow? What's wrong with him? Is he, you know, is he a moron? Is he stupid? What's wrong with him? I'm like, no, why? He's asking us, what do you want? You know, he's trying to provide good service. He's like, dude, he's like, he keeps smiling at me. He's like, this guy must be dumb or something, you know, because over there, you wouldn't smile for anything because it was so bad back then, you know. The only person that would, if you're smiling, you're an idiot because everything is so bad, you know. That's just how it is. I mean, it's even there. It's still very different now. My friend Artem, who's from Siberia, he just came back to America about a year ago because he went there for a bit. He said it was crazy. He said, I went to the liquor store over there, and he said, he walks in and he's like, hey, how you doing? How's everything? And the liquor store lady, she looks at him and she's like, she looks around and she's like, you talking to me? He's like, yeah. She's like, why the fuck do you care how I am? She's like, do you fucking know me? He's like, no. She's like, the fuck do you want from me? She's like, buy what you buy and then get the fuck out. And That was it. It just goes to show you, it's a different type of, you know, people are very different over there. Let's see what the comments say. Can I sort by new? Sort by new, there we go. Oh, they're already using it, yeah. Guess they won't be loving it anymore. Now we can I like this one. Now we can't give the Russians obesity. They will be more lean and mean. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good point actually. 7 or 8 rubles? Question mark lol. That's like a few pennies today. How poor could have they been? Now Russians are scalping McDonald's meal. McDonald's, go home. We've come full circle. Yeah. I mean, it's only temporary, they said, until this, whatever, I don't know. Who knows how long this is going to take to keel over. Like I said, there's so many variables and different possibilities. I already saw this one. This is already World War III, and this isn't just against Ukraine. Oh, this was, let's see, beauty, chaos.
Давай. Не получается.
Fucking heartbreaking. This woman should be playing somewhere nice. Instead, she's fucking playing neighborhoods all bombed up. Her house is I don't even know if it's her house or she broke in. But the house is all destroyed. Everything, the only thing that's standing, it seems like the piano. Everything else has been bombed, nuked, destroyed. God knows how many dead people there are. Alright, let's delve into the comments. Hopefully we got something juicy, something good, something we could reflect back on. Okay, somebody knows already what she was playing. Let me see. Every time I see something like this, I think I'm prepared, but I still have to take a few deep breaths to compose myself again. Yeah, you're right. It's very sad. It's sad, but also goes to show you, at least it's not imagined. It's messed up. Oh, let's see. Another occupant's helicopter was downed.
ВВС России. Догорає. Сутки уже горить. Бортовой номер.
No survivors, I'm assuming, over there. Oh, let's see. These are the brothers. Life goes on heavyweight superstar Vladimir, whose brother Vitaly is the mayor, breaks off from fighting the Russians to pay a morale-boosting visit to the maternity ward.
Life goes on. 82 kids were born just in this hospital. Since the beginning of the war, more Ukrainians are coming up and will arrive daily.
They gotta do is find out the name of that fucking Ghost of Kiev guy so you could start naming some of the kids after him. Hacker group Anonymous hacks over 400 Russian cameras, lays text on feed reading Putin is killing children. Nice. Good. Spread the truth. Oh shit. Wagner group. This is the group that's run by that neo-Nazi that Putin sent. They're already getting killed. It's crazy. It's awesome news. Yeah, look, good thing. A few Nazis, less in the world. Denazification, maybe that's what he meant, sending his Wagner Nazis to get killed. Yeah, let me see. Wagner group leader. Look. The leader. It's a neo-Nazi. Actual neo-Nazi. It's freaking SS and swastika. No, you can't see it on this one. There's a. Can't see if this is the good one. Let's see. Who's the person of the Wagner group? This guy. He's the leader. You kind of see it in. There definitely was a better one. You can see it more. I guess in this one. But whatever, yeah. So good, they're getting killed. And Putin's sending anybody. He's trying to recruit Syrians who he was bombing to fight. He got the Chechens to fight for his war. I mean, his own people don't want to fight. So he's trying to get anybody he can.
Що з собою по забезпеченню носить російська армія? А ну відкрий. Та-да-да-да-дам! Ось воно. Ось що возить з собою російська армія. Російська армія мародерів та підарасів.
Just called them a bunch of pederasts. They have a bunch of the supply crates, stolen loot. Let's see what the comments say. What an interesting unboxing video. Enjoy your propaganda. Yep. Exactly, because there's nothing else they can watch anyway. It's sad though, because like I said, from the polls that they took, even from the independent media before they shut it down, I think it was like over 50% was people were supporting the war. Because like I said, it's just it's innate in the Russian psyche to just fucking expect the worst and just be prepared for it. It's just been the history of Russia itself. For hundreds of years, they've always been getting fucked over by their leaders. So they just developed this fucking pochuyist. It's this like it's like more or less like a carefree attitude, but also just like, you know, not getting involved, not just it is what it is in a way attitude. The Netherlands and Germany are preparing deployment of the Patriot air defense. Slovakia, the hell is that? Oh, okay, whatever. Just that's NATO stuff. Who cares? Some Russians are symbol signifies the Russian army, and this isn't Russia. I don't know. I don't think they should. I don't think they should do that because those people are already super brainwashed. But I understand that the people are really pissed off who are educated. About it, but I don't think by slashing them, you're not going to change their mind. You know, you slash their tires. If anything, they're just going to get angrier and dig in deeper into their beliefs. So, it's unfortunate that they're that, you know.
Виїжджаємо, сука, не можемо виїхати, блядь. В машині два жмура, блядь. Їдемо в Харків, в город, блядь.
With full ammunition. Okay, whatever. Russian soldiers captured and detained by Ukrainians. Nothing happened. Putin is angry. United States intelligence heads warn Russia could double down in Ukraine. they could. Are they not doubling down? I don't understand. This is from Politico. Oh, and a lot of other people that say like, oh, Russia's fucking reading. I mean, Russians are only getting their propaganda. How do we know that we're not getting our propaganda? I get my news from a bunch of different sources. I don't get it only from like America. Try to get it from everywhere around. So, you know, so I'm not just getting it from like one source. I'm trying to get it from other sources. So the more sources, more countries you get, you're probably, you know, it's probably not a conspiracy like some of my friends and people I tell me, you know. Putin is angry. Could double down. Is likely to double down. Alright, so let's say he doubles down. What is he going to do? Is he going to actually... Because they're saying that a war he can't afford to lose. I agree, he shouldn't lose it. Because if he does, it's over for him. But I don't know how he can win. Unless he just keeps bombing the hell out of them. Because it seems like his soldiers don't want to fight. They're getting caught. And from what we heard, it seems like almost all of his forces are already in Ukraine. It's not like he only sent in 10%. It seems like he sent all of them in. Let's see what somebody wrote. What is his end game? Is he really willing to sacrifice his country's entire economy so that he can hold Ukraine within his domain? First of all, if he does get Ukraine, let's say he does this. He gets Ukraine. The Ukrainians will fight until they're all dead because they're not going to bow down to Russia. They tasted freedom. It's over, motherfucker. Once people taste freedom, they don't want to go back under the dictatorship. The sanctions are only going to increase against Russia as they advance further into Ukraine, and the longer they stay as well, and will be at their most severe if Russia takes over Ukraine. Yeah, I agree. Or if they kill the president, all of that. So then what? Not to mention NATO's military buildup along Poland and likely Finland at a time allows for military preparation to take place as well. Yeah, plus the Baltic states are already border Russia anyway. So there you go. You know, the Baltic states are bordered on Russia, so there's already bombs on Russia. At the end of the game, Putin and Russia will be nothing more than a failed dictatorship, whether... Yeah, exactly. World War III level. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he can do. Right now his end game looks like bombing Ukraine into submission. That's what I'm thinking. If he's doubling down. Sorry, his troops are used up. Nobody wants to fight. You could see Ukrainians keep capturing. Ukrainians are not giving up. If anything, the whole world is going behind them. We're giving them the most... Dude, Poland's about to give them planes about any day. They're going to bomb the hell out of that freaking 40-mile convoy, even though I heard it's a super dangerous mission. Not sure if he still wants the whole Ukraine... Wants or needs the whole Ukraine. He's going to attack it for sure and keep killing civilians until they give him the East and plus Crimea, which he already has. Yeah, I think so too. Unless they kill him. I hope somebody kills him. I mean, dude, McDonald's is closing, Burger King's closing, and like they said, they haven't opened their stock market in God knows how long. And once it opens, everybody's gonna flee, and they're all gonna be shit out of luck. Let's see. Take a look. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. This is not working. Sorry about that. Gotta fix something. There we go. Perfect. is this lagging? Okay, screw this. Moving on. Ukraine is armed with a Nazi Panzer Faust. Let's see what the hell is this.
Ну что, русские, теперь по базарим?
Ну.
Мы вас ждем, пидоры здесь. Что там говорили, умрем, а мы еще до сих пор живы.
С вашими.
Баку, Алекс, все наши.
This is some crazy gun that they have. Looks pretty cool. Guess it's like a tank buster. He's saying, "What's up, Russians?" Wait, what did he say?
Ну что, русские?
He said, "No cho ruski." So he's basically saying, "Well, Russians,
Теперь по базарим?
now we're gonna wait for you.
Что там говорили, умрем, а мы еще...
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for you, and you're gonna die. We're gonna wait, and you're gonna die, and I'm gonna shoot this thing at you."
Колонна. Дождались. Отработали. Результаты.
Everything was here. Everything worked as it should be.
Всех треба, блин. Слава Украине. Ну, было 7, уничтожили 4, а остальные 3 попадали в кюветы. То есть колонна никуда не ушла. Там вот.
А живые остались?
Да, сбежали, их словили местные. Потому что эти
They were supposed to, I guess, they got captured and they didn't go anywhere. They blew them all up, blew them to pieces. Russia has destroyed 61 Ukrainian hospitals. War crime. During the 13 days of war, the Russian military shut down 61 hospitals in Ukraine. Windows, walls, and medical equipment were damaged. Yeah, that's not a surprise. But you won't hear that on the news. I mean, on Russian news, that is, of course. F you, Putin, you psycho. I agree. Russians are vile people. That's a downvote, because it's not Russians. Somebody wrote, you are vile. The Russian government is vile. Soldiers that commit war crimes are unforgivable, but the Russian civilian protesters are brave. That's an upvote. Because that's true, because they can get, like I said, now Putin just passed a law where you can get like 15 years for what they call disinformation, and there's no way to even define it. It's just whatever they say, because it's like, what's disinformation? Me showing what's going on over here. If I'm in Russia and I have, let's say, Reddit open and I have this open or something, that could be counted as disinformation over there. That's 15 years already. You willing to do 15 years? No, but that's what he's arming up for, because he doesn't want people to revolt, so they're smart. They're gonna fucking do just a bunch of horrible shit to their people. That's why their cops are like so well equipped over there. They just beat them down into submission, like I said. That's why the older people, they just believe what they're told, and then that's it, because they know they can't do anything. Dude, over there, they'll shoot you, kill you. It's not like a crappy country, you know? I mean, not it is, but I mean, not as bad. Like, I mean, they have a bunch of, what's this? A drunk Russian soldier who was found in the liquor store captured by Ukrainian forces.
Фамилию говори! Я знаю, что болит. Фамилию, эвакуацию. Фамилия твоя.
So what's your family?
Фамилия. Быстро фамилию говори. Я знаю, что болит. Фамилия.
Holy crap, this guy's completely
Чеченец. Русский.
What the hell?
Украинец, блядь. Какого ты хуя тут делаешь, украинец?
So this, oh my god, this guy's completely hammered. He's asking him, he's like, he was asking him, yeah, what's your family name? This guy's so hammered. He's like, yeah, I know you broke in here. He's like, what are you, a Chechen? You know, what region are you from? He's like, what are you doing here in Ukraine? The guy's just so wasted. He can't even answer. He just went into the liquor store, just got completely smashed. Can't blame him. This drink is called F. Putin. Oh, that's pretty cool. I heard that they're renaming the Moscow mule the Ukrainian mule everywhere. Got a Kyiv evacuation 2022. This is a historical image, remember. Nice. Saw this one before. Oh, this was a good one. So look, the CIA finally released the image of the so-called ghost of Moscow, who took down the Russian economy in 1 week. God, this is awesome. It's an image of Putin. Really good. I like that one. Let's see this video really quick. This is German news. It's a public broadcast service. Why is the Russian offensive not going at full speed? Let's watch a little bit of it. Let's see if anything, I'll just turn it off.
Sumi, trying to get out before nightfall when a ceasefire ends. The night before, airstrikes hit residential buildings and a power plant. Local authorities said 21 people were killed. Further west, people fleeing the city of Irpin, close to the capital Kyiv, crossing a damaged bridge that Russian troops have repeatedly fired on as civilians try to get across.
Dude, can you imagine? Look at this little thing that they're crossing, and the bridge. They blew up the bridge, and then because they knew that, you know, whatever, for whatever reason they blew up the bridge. That's fine. But now they're firing on this actual civilians crossing, who they know they're just trying to get the hell out of there. And they told and lied to everybody. They said that they're going to give them the safe passage corridors into Russia or into Belarus. And as soon as the people started going, they start bombing them and killing them. They don't care, you know. And who knows, is it a bunch of psychos that are doing it? Is it one person, or are they just following orders? Hard to say.
Heartbreaking goodbyes as many of the men split up from their families to go back and fight. Others helping those unable to make the journey by themselves.
And for what? And for what reason is this happening? Like, dude, look at this. This is crazy. You know, why is this happening? Because one psycho, one piece of shit animal is doing this?
We are fleeing. She is barely walking, but we are doing our best, thank you. It is good that we could cross the bridge. Bombs are exploding over there, quite intense. Irpin is totally damaged.
These people should just be like enjoying their like last years. This guy's fucking having to flee the country. For what reason? Because some lunatic, some piece of crap scumbag. Let's see, here's the president.
Trying to prepare them for the days to come. Snow is falling. This is spring. The war is the same as spring. Severe. But it will be all right. We will win anyway.
Nice.
Military analysts say the Russian onslaught will likely get worse in the coming days.
Dude, that guy is like the freaking one of the best speakers now in the world. Gives a speech probably plus 100 morale to all the anybody that listens to him. My friend Andre, he has says all of his friends and family are in Kiev, and they're all in the subway stations over there.
So loudspeaker.
But he says they're fine. They said that actually the bombing calmed down the last few days. So they're thinking that maybe they're getting ready for something really big. Oh, this is about the president. Let's see.
Здрасте. Василий Петрович Голобородько? Да. Доброе утро, господин президент.
Привет, как дела? Серьезный день, ребята. Как настроение? Класс? Це не фейк, і я дуже серйозно відношусь до нашої країни, до життя кожної людини. И вот здесь, понимаешь, теперь они заставляют детей будки ваши строить. Знаешь, почему у нас есть? Уважаемые журналисты, я прошу прощения, я не готов к этой пресс-конференции. Первая причина, конечно же, они хотели бы видеть в президентах такого человека, как Василий Голобородько, с такими, самое главное, моральными ценностями. А второе, конечно же, это ответ всему политическому истеблишменту. Люди хотят что-то новое.
А я тут ни при чем. Перестань.
Виконую. Я іду в президенти України. Давайте зробимо це разом. З Новим роком.
This guy has a voice like he smoked like 100 freaking Marlboro Reds. Alright, so CNN obtained this recently and they published this.
Алло, здрасте. У вас же можно знать, да, человек жив или нет? Здравствуйте. У вас, случайно, нет информации о моем муже? Извините за беспокойство, пожалуйста. Я вас беспокою по поводу брата.
These are the voices of Russians, parents, wives, siblings, desperately searching for answers. Calling to find information, anything, on Russian soldiers they've lost contact with who are fighting in Ukraine, who may be wounded, captured, or even killed.
Он выходил с вами на связь. 23-го, когда
Okay, so whatever these people are, I don't get them. Does anything happen, or it's just... Yeah, because, I mean, of course, yeah, they're calling dude to be doing the same. This is just weird. I don't get it. I don't get what the point of this is. God, this is so heartbreaking. Ukrainians care more about the Russians than their own government does. This just shows you how incredible the people are. Well, their government doesn't know what's going on over there. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Nobody can find out. Well, I guess that person was saying, what were they saying? That they're very nice to them. I guess they're very nice and they're actually trying to help and find them out, that they're not just telling them to go F themselves and hanging up on them. Which makes sense, they could. Oh, this is a good one. This is for people who wanted to find out how the letter Z became the pro-war symbol. So the Z is basically... It's like the same thing with the Chechens. They have the V because they're on a special mission, so they can identify themselves. So there's less friendly fire, and Russians have Z on it. So let's see why it's Z.
It's impossible not to notice. Many of the Russian vehicles invading Ukraine carry a distinctive mark. Trucks, tanks, fighting, engineering, and logistical vehicles. They are advancing through Ukraine with the letter Z, painted conspicuously in white. The people being invaded have noticed. Here in the eastern Ukrainian town of Kupiansk, an angry crowd swarms after and attacks a single vehicle. Its only obvious connection to the war, the letter Z.
It's almost certainly some kind of tactical grouping. There's a million different theories about what the Z means, but I think it's just a marking, just an easy easy thing to mark, just like a square or triangle.
In a war where the wannabe conquerors are not flying their national flag, that single character has taken on special significance.
Ivan Kuliak.
At a recent Gymnastics World Cup event, 20-year-old Russian competitor Ivan Kuliak accepted his bronze medal wearing a Z prominently on his chest. He was standing next to a Ukrainian athlete. The sport's governing body described it as shocking behavior. But
yeah, that's so messed up. I mean, he's 20. He does know the awesome thing is he came in third. The Ukrainian came in first, and I think there was a guy from Kazakhstan. He came in second. But yeah, it's horrible because he doesn't know what's going on. You know, who knows how much that 20-year-old kid knows? It seems like the young people know what's really going on, but this kid could be like, you know, his parents could be like some crazy people inside the army, and he's all brainwashed or whatever. Or he wants to make a name for himself. You know, maybe he could be, you know what I mean? He could be a psycho. So there are psychos like that where they're like, oh, you know what? It's like a trendy thing to do. Instead, I stand with it. But it's like for him, it's a game. You know, he doesn't see all the people that are dying, or maybe he does. He just doesn't care. Maybe he's a lunatic, psychopath, freak. I can't give him the doubt. I don't know. Or he could be just a young kid and he's like, it's a Z. Whatever.
It is co-opting young children to be propaganda mechanisms for their war. It is dangerous when small little symbols become proxies for being a loyal citizen in an authoritarian regime during a time of war, because those who don't wear it, those who don't show the Z, could be targeted by the state.
And in this highly produced propaganda video, Russian men wearing that letter declare their support for the invasion, chanting, "For Russia, for the president, for Russia, for Putin." An aerial shot shows a giant Z made from the orange and black of the St. George's ribbon, a traditional symbol of Russian military glory, usually associated with victory over Nazi Germany.
And that's like the creepy thing. You gotta realize that that they're doing. They're brainwashing a lot of these people, and like, yeah, the other ones they can't say. There's a great documentary. One of them, it's called Putin's Kiss. Putin's Kiss. It's a documentary basically about that, about the brainwashing of the youth. And it's scary because what they did is like very smart. What they did, Putin hired a bunch of people who got a bunch of young people who were very upset at the government and at Putin, and who were like motivated and wanted to protest. And they recruited them because they said, "Are you sick of the government?" And it made it seem like they're going to be protesting against the government and everything. And eventually when they recruited them, they ended up brainwashing them to be pro-government. But they were under, like, you know, they had other young people working for them to recruit. They basically infiltrated these young people and they brainwashed all of them back into it. It's creepy, it's scary, it's horrible, but it's also genius. If you think of it, it's genius the way they work, because it's like, holy crap, these people they'll never be able to revolt. You know, it was like the same thing in North Korea. Joe Rogan had some guest on, and they were talking about that every single day people had to report something your neighbor did that was bad against the government, or every week. You know, and if you didn't have anything bad to say about anybody, you would get punished. Your family would get punished. So they forced each other to like snitch on each other. This is a great website I found. So this is a .org nonprofit. It can find people who were killed. I went from the year 92 to 2022. Journalists killed, because Putin has a big head count in Russia. Let's see, there was 58 were killed. 11 in the United States, 60 in Mexico. Let me see if I can get more details. I can't search Russia. Well, whatever. There's a lot of them killed. Nope. Does Putin kill journalists? Yes, he does. He killed a lot of them. They die in weird, mysterious ways, like getting... Oh, here. Oh, this is good. Let's see. I had this set up already.
This is the story of Vladimir Putin's global campaign of targeted assassination. This is about how the Russian state goes after enemies, traitors, critics, journalists, those who seek to expose Vladimir Putin's links to organized crime. It's a story about intimidation, it's a story of statecraft, and it's one of the most disturbing geopolitical stories of our time. My name is Heidi Blake, and I'm Global Investigations Editor at BuzzFeed News. And I wrote From Russia with Blood, the Kremlin's ruthless assassination program and Vladimir Putin's secret war on the West. Back in 2014, I flew to New York to meet with Mark Schoofs, who was then the editor of BuzzFeed, about his connections to a number of other men who had died in suspicious circumstances, including the exiled Russian oligarch Boris Berezovsky. And so I was really intrigued by what kind of lay behind this web of death at the heart of London. And shortly after, I got a mysterious phone call out of the blue from somebody who asked me to come and meet her at an address in a smart part of London. So we began to look at those documents and to piece together this jigsaw puzzle which connected Scott Young not only to Boris Berezovsky, who himself had been found hanged in very strange circumstances the year before, but also to a whole group of people, a total of 14 men who had died suspiciously in Britain after falling foul of Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, so you could find a bunch of documentaries like this. I mean, he's nothing but a mobster. Russian oligarch, yachts filled with helicopter hangars, submarines, anti-paparazzi tech. Oh, so this was pretty cool. I remember I was reading this post before. So this lists, I think the Russians own up. There you go. Russians own 10% of the global fleet of the mega yachts. Here's a couple of them. Putin is one of them. He owns one. Self, the Graceful, cost $100 million. Putin, I think it's in Kaliningrad right now. Yep, last known location. Amenities. He has a dance floor that opens to reveal a 50-foot long indoor pool. It's like, dude, if you have a fucking boat, like what the hell is wrong with you? Think about it. You have a super yacht. You can sail the world. That's it. You don't have to do anything. No, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to Ukraine. I'm going to kill a bunch of innocent people. He's a fucking lunatic, a psycho. Dude, that's it. Take him out. Kill him. Like, you don't have to do any of this. Nobody wants this. Why is he doing this? Okay, another Russian. An Eclipse. Even a bigger boat than Putin. Jesus. Amenities. Room for 3 helicopters. 2 restaurants, plus a high-tech anti-paparazzi system designed to disrupt efforts of photograph passengers or its crew of 70. Jesus. He has room for 3 helicopters, dude. What the hell is going on here? 1, 2, 3. That's crazy. That's insane money, man. What the hell? Dude, you could buy like a fucking country with that or something. Probably like a really poor country, but like a small country, maybe in Africa somewhere. Damn, it's like almost $1 billion. It's another dude. Russian guy, 68, steel and mining. 800 million. Last known location, Hamburg, Germany. 2 helipads, a crew of 100, a range of 6,000. Largest indoor pool ever placed in a yacht. Dude, what we should see, it's good we're seizing all of these, except but we should seize every single one that we could. Sell them or like, I don't know, house, you know what we should do? We should seize them and then house all the Ukrainians in them. That would be awesome. That's my vote. Seize them, house all the Ukrainians in them, and let them run amok, and when they're done, whatever. That's it. Give them back if they're in any standing condition. But that's what we should do. We should line them all up, house every single Ukrainian in there. That would be awesome, man. Should totally do that. Fuck these people. Navalny's the one hope that Russia had, and they poisoned him. He's still alive. He's waiting to be put in jail still, but I think he has like nerve damage and everything. He was poisoned. That's like the sad thing. He was one of the people that had people protesting all the time. This was a few years ago. It was really big. He was an opposition leader. He would rally in Moscow and around big cities. He would tell the people who were listening, anybody who would listen to him, and he developed a huge following. He's like, you're being lied to, meaning the news is lying to you. You're being lied to. They're stealing everything from us. All these politicians are crooks. They don't care about you. They don't care about us. We have to rise up against them, overthrow the government, and I'll take over and I'll bring democracy to Russia. And it seems like this guy actually cares. And that's like the saddest part about it, because it's like when he got a following and it seemed like people cared, what happened? He got poisoned and he should have been dead. He barely made it out. He barely made it out alive to Germany. He escaped. And then, like a hero, he said, my job's not done. I got to go back to Russia. And I have to keep protesting. He went back to Russia. They put him in jail. Or they're waiting to put him in jail. They had him They had him in prison waiting for trial for like 3 years. I mean, they're probably like beating the crap out of him and doing horrible things. You know? But yeah, anybody that goes against him, they'll throw you in jail, they'll beat you up, they'll shoot you. So how can you do anything against that? Here's another guy who was murdered by Putin. This guy Litvinenko Files. It's another good one. You should check this out. You could put in great documentary. It's called Poisoned by Polonium. This talks about how Putin blew up these two buildings in Moscow to get elected and become president of Russia. It's very disturbing. Really good too.
It's been 9 years since Alexander Litvinenko died a long, painful death at this London hospital. The former Russian spy turned MI6 informant and Kremlin critic, poisoned by a rare radio...
MI6, that's as deep as you go. Listen, MI5, whatever. MI6, you're deep undercover. So this was one of, he knew everything that there was to be known. That's why they killed him with the polonium. This isn't like a regular hit job. They used the most painful way to die.
Radioactive substance. Today, as the inquiry into his death drew to a close, Litvinenko's widow said the evidence pointed to one man.
This could not have happened without knowledge of consent of Mr. Putin.
Marina Litvinenko spent years pushing for this inquiry and says her husband's murder was revenge for his work exposing corruption at the Kremlin.
My husband was killed by agents of the Russian state.
And the messed up thing is he was killed in England. He wasn't killed in Russia. That Litvinenko ran away to England and he thought he was safe. Nope.
In the first ever act of nuclear terrorism in the streets of London.
Scotland Yard has long believed these men are directly responsible. Ex-KGB agents Dmitry Kovtun and Andrei Lugovoy. Security footage shows they met Litvinenko at this London hotel in November 2006, where police say they slipped radioactive polonium into his tea. Polonium leaves a trail of radiation, which police traced back to a long list of locations that matched Kovtun and Lugovoy's movements, from their seats on the plane from Moscow to their hotel, and right back to the source, a nuclear reactor in Sorov, Russia, what one expert called the only place in the world with a polonium production line. Scotland Yard says the men had help from the top.
The evidence suggests that the only credible explanation is that in one form or another, the Russian state was involved in Litvinenko's murder.
The Kremlin, along with Kovtun and Lugovoy, deny any...
Such an amazing documentary. You guys got to watch it if nobody saw it. It's so good. It's horrible. Like I said, Putin blew up these two buildings to get elected, and he blamed it on the Chechens to get elected and to get into to war. See, thousands detained. Oh, I just wanted to say. I wanted to say I went on Russian state television, the RT, and I wanted to see if they're showing anything that's anti-Russia. I guess this sort of is. Thousands detained every day anti-war protest across Russia. So I guess they showed that on the Russian TV. I mean, but this is Russian TV in America. I don't know if they're showing that on the televisions over there. Oh, we already saw this one. Let's look at Telegram. This usually has some good stuff. Let's see, this was just posted. Air sirens going off. Attention. Get to your shelters in Kiev. Every night. Every single night just went off 10 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago just went off. Air sirens. Find anything here. Actually some good stuff. Sometimes a little gory though. 2 tanks. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Dead soldier. Russian tank we saw. Ukraine forum. I think that's it. Did we cover everything? Let's see if we covered just about everything I could find for today. Oh, let's see, the Brits are on their way. Nice.
My name's Jax. I'm from England, and basically we're here to help stop the invasion of Ukraine. Hopefully, you know, we'll win.
Oh, yeah. I do that with plates on CNN. Yeah. Walking to the border pass.
Most of us are ex-military, so we're all very well trained. And the motivation is obviously the war crimes that are being committed shouldn't be committed, you know. It's bombing civilian targets, executing civilians, raping females. It shouldn't happen, and it needs to be stopped.
Long live Ukraine.
Civilians, is obviously
walking to the
goddamn heroes. Let me see if there's a bigger line here. More McDonald's signs. Everybody's getting their Big Macs. I wonder if they're gonna freeze them or whatnot. Oh, this is in Iceland. Damn, that's crazy. That was the last McDonald's they had. Sold in 2009.
Posted today this text. Foreign Minister Lavrov. The goal of Russia's special military operation is to stop any war that could take place on Ukrainian territory or that could start from there. Russian embassy in London, retweeted by the Russian Foreign Ministry. Let me remind the Russian diplomats that in London, in case of need for mental help, you can dial NHS line 111.
Nice. Yeah, screw that guy, man. It's the goddamn puppet, it's disgusting. That guy will sold his soul to the devil. Starbucks suspends operations in Russia. Nice. I heard that was one of the ones that is supposed to be hard because they weren't. A lot of them aren't independent owned, or they are. I mean, sorry, I think they are. Something like that. I forgot why it's hard, or was supposed to be hard. Let's see. Let's look at the comments here. About effing time. No, don't do that. Russians need coffee.
Ayan, may Navy kaming dumikit dito, tutulong sa amin. May Navy dumikit. Guys, dito kami sa sa Ukraine. Natamaan yung namin. Yung pupa namin. Lord, dito kami sa Ukraine.
My name is Rob. I'm a 61-year-old grandfather from Scotland. I travelled from Edinburgh to Kiev to help in the fight against the Russians. I will do anything in my power to stop the Russians from capturing Kiev. Long live Ukraine.
Slow Ukraine! Damn, dude, that's badass. So what the hell?
My name is Rob. I'm a 61-year-old.
61 years old. Oh my god. It's a gangster. Oh my god. God, it's awesome watching the whole world come together to take these red bastards out. Ukraine getting these guys military experience and with a mission. Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing that they're getting a lot of these military experienced people. Whereas Russia's trying to recruit the less educated Syrians fighting for money. Exactly, and they're paying them nothing. I think they said they're paying them like $300, if I'm not mistaken. Or rubles. Was it rubles or dollars? I don't remember. I think dollars probably over there, but over there I guess that's a lot of money. $300, but that's for the whole mission. You go in there and you might die. So Saw this one already before. What was this? Russian soldiers were ambushed and annihilated. Okay, not safe. Come on, play.
Ну що, забирати тут поки я бачу тільки остатки і фрагменти, поэтому тут документів ніяких зараз я не заберу, тому що тут верифікувати нічого не можна. Що тут і як, обривки, фрагменти, скажімо так, не буду я вже в деталі вам казати, що я тут бачу, але ж єдине, що зараз ще...
documents off that guy because there's nothing left of him. So he's walking by. There's basically... I mean, you can't die a pretty death inside an exploding metal coffin. Yeah. Saw some crazy videos of the people inside there. It's not pretty. And then again, you always ask yourself, what is this for? Are these people the Russians? Are these people fighting some sort of like, you know, war for freedom or anything? No, they're invading these poor people for no reason, and they're dying for it. They're losing their life for this. It's not worth it. It's so not worth it. It's so horrible. It's so horrible that this is happening. Black people protesting in Ukraine and asking to leave.
Let us go home! 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 Let us go home!
First of all, they increase the price of taxi. Who pays almost 2 million naira to go back to Poltava, a 2-hour journey? Anybody that is hearing this, from Kaduna to Abuja, 2 hours, you are telling me to pay 1 million naira. That is not all. We said, okay, we are going to...
What's going on here?
And we are running.
Not sure. Let's see. Is this the Russians that are not letting them leave? Or what is it? Holy Shiza. Some of you have bricks for brains. These people aren't Ukrainian citizens. Most of them are students. Yeah, they are. They're not deserting. They're trying to leave the country and go home. We can both support Ukraine and their efforts to fight off the invasion from Russia while also acknowledging that what's happening to these students is absolutely effed up. They should be allowed to leave the country. There's sure lots of racists. Part of them, many of them are Ukrainian. 11 upvotes. It's just a fact of life, racist people. I'm not sure what's going on about this. They're not allowed to leave, or they can. I heard that the lines are really long, and they're allowing, like, I guess they're not allowing them to leave or something. I don't know. Not really sure. As long as these people stay safe for now, it's the most important thing. But if they're not safe, they should definitely be allowed to leave. If they shouldn't be also getting bombed. You know, get as many people as you can out. I wonder what it is. Is it that the Ukrainians aren't letting them leave? Is it that the EU doesn't want to take them in because then they're not really refugees? They're students, right? I don't know. I don't know the logistics behind that or what the hell's going on with students. $40,000 rubles for, let's see, $45,000 for a couple of big. Damn, this. I'm gonna get McDonald's tomorrow. I think this is horrible. It's a great commercial for it. I can't keep reading about this. Russian invaders killed 52 Ukrainian kids, mostly by air bombing and shelling of residential areas, which we've seen before. President Zelensky said, this isn't weird. I could pull up videos, and I've pulled up videos in the past shows where they're bombing and destroying a lot of residential homes, towns, cities, everything like that. So that's not weird. Russian bombs destroyed 7 houses in Malin. A condominium in Sutorium. Several houses in Donetsk, killing dozens of people. Rescuers continue working. Horrible, terrible, that sucks.
Українці, українки, завжди цього дня ми вітаємо всіх зі святом.
Alright, hold on, let's see. Get the translation going here. Actually, no. Not gonna play the whole thing and then just, if it, you know, because what, I'm gonna listen to it and then translate after. That's just,
Jesus.
it's just going to be a bad video. It's not a good video. Polish truck drivers leaving a present in front of the Russian embassy in Warsaw. Let's see, what did they leave them? What present did they leave them?
Podjeżdżaj radiowozem podjeść tutaj. Podjeżdżaj radiowozem. Nagrywaj. Dzień dobry panu. Pan odbiera kwit na węgiel? Mieliśmy tutaj dostawę. Kierowca.
Jesus. I think that was Ash that they left them. I'm not sure. Couldn't find. Oh, wait, what did they say? Let's see. Should be able to find it here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be horse poo. Yeah. Oh, it was just coal. Okay. They dumped coal. They said, Russian coal, go F yourself.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This is good. Russian losses on Russia's side. 12,000 troops, 48 planes, 80 helicopters, 303 tanks. Jesus. Man, that's a lot of losses. How much more can they sustain? How much more do they have, you know? It seems like that you could see videos of them if you look up Russian soldiers starving and running out of food. Their rations are expired by like 10, 15 years. I heard numbers, some are 20 years expired. You can't eat that. So they open it up when they're hungry. They can't eat it. Now they don't have food. They're 4 or 5 days without food, you know. Let's see. Nothing good. We saw this one. Saw the drunk guy. Oh my god. 500 kilogram bombs were dropped on residential buildings. Jesus Christ, dude. This is horrible. Alright, I don't wanna. I'm not gonna pull this up. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Let's see what the people are saying. Never set of pictures that needs to be shared with all your Russian friends as soon as possible. Effing Russian scum. Putin will pay. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna pay. I hope he pays. He might not. He might just end up dying. You know what I mean? He's 69. How much can he pay? How much can he pay? Is he gonna be tied up for a year and tortured relentlessly? No. Is he? Maybe he might get a bullet in his head. That's like probably the best case scenario. And is that you know, is that gonna make up for all the people that died? Is that the same thing? No, not at all. Same thing with Hitler, you know, all the people that got tortured and everything. What did he do? He took a gun and 1 bullet to the head. That's nothing. He got off scot-free pretty much, as opposed to all the other people who were tortured. See what the hell is this? That's these are the Azov battalion. These are the ones that they called whatchamacallit. They called them the Nazis. They're the ones that were referred to as the Nazis. The Ukrainian ones. That's why the person said that. I don't think praising them. Let's go to the Ukraine any favors. I agree. Don't praise them. Those neo-Nazis are more, I think they're more than neo-Nazis. I think they're like nationalists and whatnot. And combo with neo-Nazis and everything. Because they're fighting in that area of East Ukraine.
On International Women's Day, send your love to Ukraine because she is fighting. Love Ukraine because she is patient. Her people are calm, not hot-headed or demanding. They take the time to make level-headed decisions. Love Ukraine because she is forgiving. She has suffered tremendous terror from the Kremlin, mass assassinations and deportations, imprisonment, genocide. She gave away the largest nuclear arsenal in the world to states who promised to protect it. If it did so, no one protected her. Love Ukraine because she is loving. The people have an understanding of nature, take example from it, and live in harmony with it, flora and fauna alike. This love is rooted in an inherent appreciation of freedom. Love Ukraine because she is generous. Ukraine's fertile land is so generous that it feeds hundreds of millions of people all over the globe with its grains, oils, and precious bees and their honey. Love Ukraine because she is faithful. All religions that exist in Ukraine have a unique spin. In Ukraine, even the atheists have faith that everything will be okay. Усе буде добре. Love Ukraine because she is beautiful, strong, and freedom-loving.
Slava Ukraini.
Alexei Orlov was
What the hell is this? War. Something. Wait, what? How come? What's going on here? Poland's proposal? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Hold up. I thought they were supposed to do it. Poland's proposal to transfer jets? Why? Dismissed? Transfer jets? Delivered? What the hell's going on? Oh, okay, so maybe they'll come up with a different way, but they gotta do it faster. It's too risky. Or they gotta come up with a way to transfer it so they can start defending themselves better. Thousands leave Russia. Good. Oh my god, that's a good one. Wow, I like this one a lot. Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? Jesus, that's good. It's propaganda. He's feeding them their toilets, and he's feeding them. I love it. Yeah, nobody knows. Where the convoy hasn't been moved. Maybe they're all dead or they just like ran away, gave up. Wonder how much food and heat they have. Eventually they will die or surrender. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be mostly abandoned. Yeah, they're starving, dying. They blew up, the Ukrainians blew up some bridges in that 40-mile convoy. They blew up some bridges. I heard that some of it is like just the conditions are so bad on the roads because the roads have been destroyed. So they're driving on like dirt over there too, and because it's been raining and snowing, it became very saturated with that, and the tanks are super heavy and the vehicles are heavy, so they're having trouble. So some trucks are getting stuck and everybody's behind them, so it's taking forever. Like that guy said that they're probably like starving and dying out there. So alright, well, you know, I think that's it for tonight. I think I pulled up a lot of stuff. Tomorrow I'll set up more stuff, and I'll have some people on in the morning podcast, the afternoon podcast, and then the evening podcast again. I'll have a bunch of stuff set up again, but other than that, yeah, I think that's it for today's show. Thank you for tuning in. That's it. I'm out.